Impromptunes, 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 impromptunes. Do you hear the people improvising?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Impromptunes, the completely improvised musical podcast. Please give it up for your MC. And congratulations to your ears. You are listening to another edition of Impromptunes, the completely improvised musical. I will be your host for this evening or this day or this morning or this any time. And my name is Brenna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so lovely to have you listening to us as always. We just adore that you tune into our podcast, and we're always trying to put out the good stuff for you. So please let us know if you're loving it. Give us feedback because we love that kind of stuff. But do remember that we're human beings and we have feelings, so please don't be too mean. That laughing in the corner is another fellow human being, Morgan Phillips. How are you?
Hey, Brenna, I'm good. You know what I adore about the audience?
What's that?
That shirt that they're wearing right now. Oh, it looks so good on you.
Oh my gosh, it looks great. Have a look through the binoculars that I bought with me. You can get a close up.
Oh, wow. Is that some kind of logo I see?
I think it is. And here's our other member for today. He's just come from creeping around in someone's... No, I'm kidding. Asha!
Hey, I'm very disappointed that the binoculars that you're using only have 2 eye holes, so I can just watch from far.
Oh, it's all
You guys
right.
are having fun without me.
We got you a telescope, but you have to go much further back or you'll see nothing. Yeah. And how have you been, Asha?
You know, I've been pretty good.
Great. What's been so good?
You know what? Lots of walking. I've been having a walk around with my dog, walking around by myself.
Yeah, me and
walking...
Brenna know we were watching.
Yeah, we were watching. Yeah.
Oh, those are some strong binoculars.
Speaking of walking, guys, I was actually doing a Christopher Walken impersonation today.
Do it now.
Please, do it.
No. I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth, and I thought, why hasn't nobody done a Christopher Walken impression in Impromptunes? So I thought I'd bring it to the table. What do you
There you
think?
go. I love it.
I think the problem is it often gets attempted, but it's always unrecognizable.
Unless you say, I'm going to do a Christopher Walken impersonation.
Yeah, you would have got that for sure, 100%. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. We are going to do a wonderful musical for our audience, for whoever's listening. Please send us in your titles over the social media, Twitter. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
You forgot
know what?
someone.
I got too excited by being Christopher Walken that I forgot to mention welcoming Kohan to the booth. This is the first time we've done a podcast together, and he's just avoiding my eye contact, so I'm just going to continue.
I would too after that introduction. There's 2 other people in the room as well that you've also forgotten.
I just get excited. I'm sorry. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Emmet on tech, and we've got the woman, the myth, the legend on hype. Ali, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. What a glorious team. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing a completely improvised musical. We're making this all up on the spot. Kohan will be creating an entire new musical palette from his very mind through his fingers, all on the spot, and we'll be making up funny songs and words and all that kind of stuff. But what we need is titles. So, of course, please reach out to us on social media, Twitter,
Facebook and Instagram.
Emoji,
I like
BuzzFeed.
You started with the one that we get the least hits on. You started with Twitter and that was the one.
I suddenly forgot what was relevant. So I kept thinking BuzzFeed, and that's not even relevant. I'm 36. So, guys, I'm going to reach into the bowl of destiny now, and I'm going to pull out a title. Oh, yes. Can you hear that? That is some good acts of Foley. And coming to you live from the studio is Head Office Has Gone Fishing by Josie Lane. Thank you, Josie. Is that the same Josie that you...
She was with Impromptus before she moved out of the country.
For a hot second, we had you in our grasp, Josie. Well, thank you so much for inspiring us with this musical. Head Office Has Gone Fishing. So we'll get a bit of David Brent impressions. The hot seat. No, I'm going to leave all my impressions out of this. But thanks, Josie. She wrote to us on Facebook. So I guess there's nothing left to do now but create a work of art.
Let's go fishing.
Let's create some art, guys.
Is everybody in the room ready?
Oh, yeah.
I can't hear you.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm
Let's go.
All right, everybody, for the first, last, and only time, unless you listen to this repeat episode ever, the Impromptunes, sorry, we're not the Impromptunes, we're just called Impromptunes. Impromptunes presents.
Impromptunes? With a B now.
Yeah, we've changed our name, we've rebranded. We haven't, oh my God, Emmett's honestly losing his mind. We're keeping it together at the same time. I think this is, I'm just going to say goodbye. I think I'm going to be kicked out after this one. It's been really nice knowing you all. For the first and last time, Impromptunes rings you. Head office has gone fishing.
It's another sunny day outside, but here we're trapped for another working day inside.
I think my socializing has been lax. I'd like to be outside, but I'm stuck by the facts.
Sending emails every day, seeing my friends go out. If I only could join them one day, Mama would be proud.
And I know out there by the water, everything is cooler. But I'm stuck inside, having inane conversations by the inside water cooler.
Everything would be just fine if I wasn't doing double time. Everything would be just fine if I wasn't working double time. Everything would be just fine if I wasn't doing double time. Everything would be just fine if I wasn't working double time. The emails aren't gonna email themselves. I'm gonna have to type on this typing board.
Yeah, every time I try, everything feels like it's going overboard.
And when I'm filling out spreadsheets, I'd rather be inside my bed sheets.
Whoa, I'm gonna lose my cool if I have to answer one more call.
Everything would be just fine if I wasn't working double time. Everything would be just fine if I wasn't working double time. Everything would be just fine if I wasn't doing double time. Everything would be just fine if I wasn't doing double time. Double time.
Double time.
Double time.
Double time.
Penalty rates.
Double time.
Lois,
Yes, boss.
you done those spreadsheets I asked you to do?
Yeah, look, I've got 90% of them done.
90%.
Yes, 180 spreadsheets done.
180 spreadsheets done.
Only another 20 to go before all 100% are done.
Listen, I
That's
gave
basic
you this.
maths. I worked that out on a spreadsheet.
That's why you're the maths expert on the spreadsheets.
In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have spent so much time working on a spreadsheet to math out the spreadsheet percentages. Sorry, boss.
No, it's all right. I understand you go on your tangents sometimes.
So, I know what this means. I have to go spend some time in the lock room.
Lois, I gave you an hour to fill out these 200 spreadsheets, and you've
I
only
know.
done 90% of them.
I know.
180. That's
I
a
know.
disgrace. You know, our target is 220. I was being kind to you.
Can you leave the lights on in the lock room this time?
Oh, you think you deserve lights on.
No, sir.
The windows are closed as well. And I'm taking Pam out as well.
Oh,
Pam!
Yes.
Your
Mr.
time in the...
Mr. Jefferson?
Your
Oh,
time...
sorry, Mr. Jefferson.
Oh, but the inane
This is
chatting with
alright,
Pam.
Pam's staying in there as well.
Oh, thank goodness.
You,
Oh,
both
no.
of you behave.
Oh, he's locked the door.
Hey, Pam. Good to see you again.
Hey, Lewis.
Fourth time this week, huh?
Oh, yeah. People will start to talk.
Yeah, I'm,
no, people don't talk around here.
To be honest, Pam, it's not so bad, really, if I get to be in here with you.
Oh, thank you, Lewis. You're definitely a highlighter of my week. That's a stationary pun. Because I'm holding a highlighter.
I can't see because you turned the
lights
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Pam, do you ever wonder if all workplaces are like this? Do all workplaces lock up their employees for an hour at a time just for not completing the work on time?
Oh, Lewis, at the induction day, they told us never to think for ourselves. So I never think about the opportunities that could be out there. Yes, sure, I see people smiling, heading into work, and people having fun, and people feeling enriched by what they do, but that's not for me to question.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be so nice if head office just took a break or something and then we could relax, but...
Don't say that word out loud, Lewis. You'll be fired on the spot if they hear you say the B word.
A break, yeah. Sometimes I go to the jail room, the locker room, just to be on break for a bit, you know?
Everything's falling down around us in the stationary locker room.
If I stuff up enough in a week, it's almost like I get half my time on break in here with you.
Well, that's not so bad, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think they call that a job perk. I'm holding the percolator. That's another pun. But the lights are still
very
off.
Good.
So
I wish the lights were on so I could appreciate your puns and I could appreciate your face. I mean, just your puns. I just mean just your puns. Pam, just your puns.
So, Lewis, if you had a B word,
A biro?
No, Lewis, don't make me say it.
A bride?
B.
Oh, break.
Yes. Shh.
If I had a break.
Yes. What would you do?
Well, first of all, I'd sit down on a really comfy chair. Maybe I'd sit for hours, 'cause I wouldn't have a care. Or maybe I'd take a stroll in the great outdoors, somewhere where I wasn't trapped by iron-plated doors. Oh, if only I had one break. Well, that'd be enough to stop my heartache. But the one thing that I want to do is spend my break with you. Give me some time with you. Give me some time with you. You're all I want to do on my break. In a non-sexual way. Give me some time on my break. Give me some time with you. You're the only one on my break I wanna do. So give me some time with you. If I was with you, well, I wouldn't be late. With all the time on my hands, we could even go on a date. And then I'd know how to really feel. That I'd bring the ring out of my pocket when I got on one knee and I kneeled. That's too far. You'll give me some time with you. Yeah, yeah. Give me some time with you. Oh, you're the only thing on my break I want to do. So give me some time.
Mr. Jefferson.
Yes, Paul?
Yes, it is I, Paul.
Mr. Jefferson, I see these numbers here, and they don't make sense. We seem to be losing money on this Crunchy Nut Factory. The Crunchy Nut Muesli Bar Factory that we've been working for the last 20 years.
Yes.
Yes, we're losing numbers. We're losing income. We're losing crunchy nuts. We're losing buyers. We're losing advertising. Everything is getting lost.
Paul, come here, quickly. Come here.
I am your
Come here.
superior, Mr. Jefferson. You will call me Mr. Crunchy Nut if it is the last thing you do.
Mr. Crunchy Nut,
That is
I've
better.
come up with a amazing scheme.
Oh, go on then.
Okay. So, do you know how Crunchy Nut is publicly listed on the Australian Stock Exchange?
Yes, and I might add, just for copyright purposes, I spelled my Crunchy Nut with a K. Continue.
Of course. Very different to any other version that may be similar.
Exactly. We were around first.
Of course. Since the 18th century, actually.
Yes, go on, Mr. Jefferson.
Yes, anyway, so me and a couple of my comrades at the bank, we've shorted all of the Crunchy Nut stocks.
What?
We're gonna drive the price down.
Down?
Down.
Down?
Down.
Go on, Mr. Jefferson. You've piqued my interest.
And with the prices going down, we'll make a killing! You and I. Do you want to be part of this scheme?
Oh, I love to kill. You know I love to kill. Yes, I'll be a part of this scheme. But what do we do with all these workers in the office? They're all crying. They all want to go early. They all want to go.
Too productive. We need to... I don't know. How do we make them less productive? We need these stocks going down.
Oh, yes. I dare not say the word, but it starts with H and it ends with A.
Home offices. Make them work from home.
Not quite, Mr. Jefferson, not quite. I'm having second thoughts while you're my second in charge right about now.
That's...
Nevertheless, you're a conniving B-word, and that's what I like about you. How about we send them all on a paid holiday? The thought makes me want to vomit in my mouth, quite frankly, but get them out of the office.
Paid?
Yes,
Holiday.
but we have to make that sacrifice.
Workers going home for a salary. Imagine workers not coming to the office for like 3 weeks.
Imagine we gave them medical and dental care. No, those crunchy nuts destroyed all their teeth. But to be alone, Mr. Jefferson, I've had a vision.
Yes, Mr. Brenna.
We're gonna send head office and take them, and they'll be gone fishing. Ooh, yes, that's my vision.
Your
Yes,
vision.
my vision is to say head office has gone fishing.
Your vision.
My vision, yes, Mr. Jefferson, is that we will clear the floor. We will say no more as we rat-tat-tat-tat.
Ooh, Mr. Crunchy Nut, we can take them out to the beach with fishing rods. And they'll catch salmon, bass, and maybe some cod.
Yes,
Yes.
that's my vision.
Head office has gone fishing.
Yes, that's my vision.
Head office will go fishing.
Yes, that's my vision. Head office has gone fishing.
Yes, that's your vision.
Head office has gone fishing. And that's when you crash our stocks or whatever it was you were going to do and
They
bring
won't
in the dollar.
have any jobs to come home to, but we will have loads and loads of filthy cash.
Oh, yes! Can we make it like a diving board into the crunchy nuts and then money like Scrooge McDuck, and we'll dive in and we'll eat the crunchy nuts and we'll swim through the money!
I couldn't think of anything better. This is why you're head of the company, Mr. Crunchy Nut.
Yes.
And I am but a lowly number 2.
They don't call me Mr. Crunchy Nut with a K for no reason. And you know why that is? It's because I have forethought. I can see. Yes, That's my vision.
Head office has gone fishing. Yes, that's my vision. Head office has gone fishing. Yes, that's my vision. Clear out the office, get us that cash. Come on, Mr. Jefferson, I'll give you a pash, 'cause that's my vision. Head office gone fishing.
Oh, gotta say, Mr. Jefferson, this is lovely. All these cabins you booked out just for every single staff member of Crunchy Nut.
Yeah, I was feeling generous. And I thought, my staff deserve time away from the office, being unproductive.
The forbidden word, of course.
Have you caught anything? How many fish have you caught? I assigned you 10 fish.
I'm 90% of my way to the 10 fish, so I caught 9 fish. Mr. Jefferson, just one more to go.
If there was a closet here, if there was a room inside this beach.
What?
But there isn't.
Oh, you'd lock me in. I
Yes,
see,
of
Mr.
course.
Jefferson, yeah. Look, the words you say are lovely. The words about doing lovely things for us, but your tone is very ominous, I must say.
Oh, it's just the way I speak. It's genetic. Don't mind that.
All right, if you say so, Mr. Jefferson. Well, I guess I'll go
catch that 10th
fish.
fish.
Catch that 10th fish. Oh, hey, Pam.
Oh, Lewis, oh my gosh. Sorry, Mr. Jefferson, I didn't see you there.
It's all right. I've got other things to do. Hey, Louie! Who's very different to Lewis. Come over here. Show me your fish.
There's too many L names in this office.
Yeah, I know. There's so many.
Me, Lewis. There's Louie, which I also sometimes get called by mistake, but Louie's the other guy.
Llewellyn.
Louise. Lucifer?
Yeah, he's a
odd
bad guy.
but not a nice person.
Don't invite him to the Christmas party.
But oddly, he's very productive in the office.
Very productive. It's so exciting. We are out of the office. It's like all of your dreams come true.
I know. And I'm here with you, and I'm catching fish.
Yeah.
I don't eat fish, but I'm caught them. They're in a bucket now.
I guess you could say we're on a date. I'm holding up a date, which you can see because we're in the sunlight.
Wow.
Wow. Do you want me to take your rod? I mean, do you want me to take your bait? I mean, do you want to go catch a fish?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, grab my tackle. I mean, please, grab my sinker. Golly, gosh, why are there so many euphemisms in fishing?
But I just guess that what I would say is that I'd never pike on you, Lewis.
Was that a pun? Because you're holding a pike?
Yeah, but also the wordplay works even without holding the fish. I'm really into you.
I'm into you too, Pam. I'm into this outdoors. I hope we never go back.
No. I hope that we can stay in the ocean forever, like a merman and a merlady. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah, I
agree. If you think that something smells fishy, it's just me, babe. Oh yeah. I keep carping on about you because you are the one for me, babe.
Ooh. And if you were a ship, well, I'd go down with you. 'Cause on this fishing break, you're the one I wanna do.
Ooh, dive right down, baby, and open up my chest. Because it doesn't matter who else is here, I don't care about the rest.
Yeah, and I know that it won't be a moment too soon if I accidentally shoot off my harpoon.
Ooh, what you got for me?
Ooh, what you got for me?
Yeah. Underwater we can be so free.
yeah. So what do you got for me?
We're out on the ocean we go. You make me scream, baby. H2O.
Yeah, normally sand will make me wanna scream and shout, but if I get you in my undies, I won't wash you out. What do you got for me, baby? What do you got for me?
Out here on this water, we just got so much chemistry. Oh, what do you got for me?
Yeah.
What do you got for me?
Ooh, splish splash. Fantastic work, Jefferson. Everyone's gone out of the office. Now what do we do with your crafty, manipulative ways?
Well, luckily, Lucifer, our head finance guru. Did
Love
somebody call me?
Oh, Lucy.
Lucy. What do you have for me?
I have a bunch of cooked spreadsheets. Spreadsheets I've organized myself.
Oh,
to
yum,
look
yum.
like they're legit, but actually cover up a secret financial crime. Our financial crime.
You are MVP, Lucifer. Most valuable person.
As long as no one looks at these cooked spreadsheets and fixes them up, we're sure to get away
I don't believe
with murder. of finances.
Yes, of course.
Get away with a lot of money is what I mean.
I'm logging in right now to our bank accounts. That's right. I have access to all of our bank accounts.
Brilliant. I'm very glad I gave you my password and username.
1 million, 3 million, 5 million.
Keeps going up.
20 billion. Well, yes, the money keeps coming in and we're getting richer and richer and richer.
If anyone actually runs and looks at our spreadsheets anytime within the next 24 hours, we are all doomed. So we need to make sure that none of the staff return from their fishing trip.
From their fishing.
Until tomorrow. They have to stay out there. They have to stay in the fresh air. Not inside.
They have to relax now. We have to keep them relaxing somehow. They must stay outside.
They gotta stay out of reach. They gotta stay on the beach. Ooh, yeah, they gotta stay out of reach. They gotta stay on the beach. Ooh, yeah. Get out of here, you crazy employees. We've got nothing in here for years. That's what I'd say.
You can't even stay in the foyers. Get out of here, you dumb employee.
One more time. Get out of here, you dumb employees. That's what I'd say to ye. You can't even stay in the foyer. So get out of here, you dumb employees.
And if I see them in the elevator, I'm gonna say, see you later.
And I'm gonna make them shift if I see them in the lift.
I'm gonna make them coffee if they get near the copy.
And if they see our spreadsheets, we're gonna be inside shit. Oh,
Get out of here, you dumb employees. That's what I say to ye. You can't even stay in the foyer. So get out of here, you dumb employees.
Get out now! Don't come back!
Get out now!
I don't want you
of here, you dumb employees.
Get out of here.
That's what I say to ye. You can't even stay in the foyer. So get out of here, you dumb employees. You damn employees.
Group email sent.
Oh, weird. Have you read that email, Pam?
Yeah. Crazy what's going on back at the office.
Yeah, they kind of detailed out a plan about like taking a lot of money and said that we can't come back to work because it would ruin their plans, and so we can't even go wait in the foyer. But they spelt it for ye. I guess that's the plural foyer?
Oh my God. You know what Mr. Jefferson's done? He set up his speech to text. You know that...
The speech to text options on his
Called,
phone.
where you're saying stuff and then it...
Oh, it just comes out. Well,
Oh my God, what a dumb... What a
Yeah.
bunch of dumb idiots.
a bunch of dumb idiots.
Well, we've got to get back there or else the business is going to be broken down.
Oh, I don't know, Pam, we're having a great time on this trip. I just caught my 10th fish. That's the first time I've completed 100% of anything.
I know. And I'm so proud of you. And you are the MVP, the most valuable fisher, with fish spelt with a PH. But
I knew because you were holding a fish spelled with a PH in your
I'm
hand.
holding the fish album.
Yeah.
They're a real band. But if we don't put a stop to this, then we'll lose our jobs forever. Do you want to live on a constant break, or do you want to have responsibility in your life?
I don't really want responsibility. I mean, responsibility always ends up with me being locked in a box somewhere. Whereas out here, everything's nice. I don't want to go back, Pam.
Being locked in a box is how we met. And now we're married. A lot happens in 12 hours.
Well, you know, as much as I want to work and provide for our little child, I look into Tommy's eyes and I think if I would go back to work, I'd never have time to spend with our baby Tommy.
So what are you saying? We're just gonna let Mr. Jefferson and Mr. Crunchy Nut with a K take all the money of the company and leave all your friends
I mean, unless you can
unemployed?
convince me otherwise.
I just think when Tommy looks into his daddy's eyes, he should be proud of the man that he sees. You could be head of a company if you just apply yourself and stop being so free. I don't want to control you, but everybody needs routine. Can't you see, Lewis? If you have too much time away from work, you might turn into a jerk. PlayStation every day, get really fat, okay? You need routine to stay productive and lean. Does that make sense?
I guess I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I'm sick of just complaining. I don't want my job to be my life. I'm sick of spending all my time working 9 to 5.
Ooh, but if you don't keep your job, you might end up like a dirty slob.
Good 1 to 5.
Why don't you go and be head of the company?
No, I don't want routine. I don't want routine. You can't do that to me.
Well, one of the things first about you when I saw you first alive was your amazing ambition and drive. Ooh,
I don't want routine. I don't want routine.
you don't want routine.
You can't do that to me.
You don't want routine.
I
You don't want routine.
You can't do that to me.
Well, you must make a choice, 'cause I can't be married to a man who can't provide. So go back into work or relax. Those are your choices, you decide.
I don't want routine, I don't want routine. You can't do that to me. I don't want routine, I don't want routine. But I want my family.
Thank you, Lewis. I knew you'd make the right decision.
I'll do routine for my family.
Thank you, Daddy.
His first words.
Just 15 more seconds to go, and we have that man.
Hold it right there!
Who let that scoundrel in this office?
What are you doing, you dumb employee?
I got in with my employee keycard.
Oh, I thought we cancelled those.
You guys don't know how to do that. You're just stupid head office people. And you know what else you don't know how to do? Cook a good spreadsheet.
Yes, well, we did leave that for Lucifer to do, so...
Where's Lucy anyway?
Oh, he's...
I'm right here. Lucy, we trusted you to cook them properly.
My spreadsheets are 90% perfect.
Well, apparently that 10% got looked over by Lewis.
It did. I'm a 100% worker now.
My God, you've changed since you've gone fishing.
Yes, and had a family.
What?
12 hours ago, I made the best decision of my life.
He's become more productive
marry
than
Pam
any man
and-
could be.
To marry Pam and start a family, and now I've got one. And now I'm a 100% man and 100% dedicated to the routine of my job. And I have found you to be 100% inadequate as bosses.
I have to say, I'm very impressed, young man, with what you've bought for me today. And I have to say that, Mr. Jefferson, you're fired.
Mr. Crunchy Nut, I feel like this is preposterous.
Ha ha! Take that, Mr. Jefferson! You're fired! Lucifer's stepping into that position now!
No, Lucifer, you're fired too.
What?
Yes.
Damn!
I've come to see the error in my ways. You see, crunchy nuts are supposed to be sweet, tasty, fun for the family, and that's what we have here. A sweet, tasty, fun for the family man. You will be the head of the corporation.
You had a change of heart, Mr. Crunchy Nut.
Yes.
Well, I guess that means if I'm the boss, you can get away with it scot-free.
Yes. White-collar crime don't hurt no one. That's what I always say.
And it's a saying we can all get behind.
Yes. Also, I've got so much money I can afford the lawyers to get me off, so... Hey-ho, another day, another dollar.
Well,
Hey,
after
Lewis.
all, the cops ain't got no time to look at white-collar crime.
The cops ain't got no time to look at white-collar crime.
Except for mine.
Well, you just got fired, but you can take consolation in this guy just got hired.
Hey!
Ooh, yeah, we're gonna build the company right this time, 'cause I've got Lewis by my side.
Yeah. And now I don't mind working real hard because I got Pam as my bride.
And also, the cops ain't got no time
to look at white-collar crime. The cops ain't got no time to look at white-collar crime.
So if you want to embezzle, yeah, just think yes, yezzle, woo, 'cause the cops ain't got no time to look at white-collar crime.
Now I'm in charge and the rules are gonna slacken. I'm not gonna put any employees into rooms that are just blackened.
And I'm gonna pay overtime. It's gonna look like that on the taxes, but I'll be committing a crime.
The cops ain't got no time to look at white-collar crime. The cops ain't got no time to look at white-collar crime. The cops ain't got no time to look at white-collar crime. The cops ain't got no time to look at white-collar crime. Yeah, I'm just glad that sorted. 'Cause who cares if some money's been misrorted?
And who cares if someone misses out, as long as I have a billion million. Ooh, I shout.
The cops ain't got no time to look at white collar crime. The cops ain't got no time to look at white collar crime.
And you gotta know that it means more to me to have a family. Yeah, the cops ain't got no time. The cops ain't got no time.
The cops ain't got no time. The cops ain't got no time. The cops ain't got no time. The cops ain't got no time.
Got no time.
The cops ain't got no time. The cops ain't got no time to look at white collar crime. The cops ain't got no time to look at white collar crime. The cops ain't got no time to look at white collar crime. The cops ain't got no time to look at white collared crime.
What a fantastic, beautiful moral story we just heard there. I guess the message that we're trying to put out today is crime doesn't pay unless you're a very successful business person.
In which case, apparently you can get away with anything.
Yeah, we're looking at you, George Columbus. No, that's so outdated now. Anyway, so that was, guys. What were your messages that you took from that show?
Look, I took that. Sometimes if you've got a family, it can drive you to do things that you wouldn't otherwise do.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Even if some of those things are less than legal and morally corrupt.
Yeah.
And selfish even. If you've got a family, you can justify them.
You stepped up for your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Asha, what about you?
Well, I found out that even if breaks are great and they make you feel all sorts of happy, you got to take them in moderation if you want to be productive. It's such solid advice from Lewis and from Pam.
Absolutely.
Just
and
people you
a
could look
good
up
way
to,
to spend
really.
your breaks? You can log on to our secret fan club group.
Oh, yeah.
Called the Impromptunes Super Secret
Fan Club.
It's on Facebook. You can look it up, and we just kind of have a chat as a few people from Impromptunes.
Yes, and
just have a fun time.
behind the scenes stuff. Someone cooking the books, obviously. Don't listen to that, Holly.
That's why we don't get paid.
All right, that was Head Office Has Gone Fishing. Thank you so much, Josie Lane, for writing to us. Guys, I guess the one little piece of advice we want to leave you with is...
The cops ain't got no time. If you look at white collar crime, the cops ain't got no time to look at white collar crime. The cops ain't got no time to look at white collar crime. The cops ain't got no time.